After interviewing my good friend and founder of Sambhav Nepal, Prem Khatri, for the importance of education video, I left Kathmandu to go on a 2-week adventure around the Gorkha region of Nepal to visit 3 Sambhav Nepal projects in 3 different remote villages. At the Ratmate village, I met with my new guide, Raj.
Yeah, hi, I'm Raj.
And together we went to the Aprik Village to visit the Devi Jal Kumari Secondary School rebuild project. While there, we stayed in the neighbouring village of Arubang, which is a short walk away from the Aprik Village. The following morning we heard that there was a festival going on in the Aprik Village, so we got up early and head straight over. Yesterday was the full moon, or Pune, and in Hinduism that's really celebrated. So we're on our way to Aprik to take part in the festivities, which usually involve some sort of cultural dancing, singing, and all the other good stuff that's involved with celebrating. So should be fun. We were also joined by Raj's friend and an Aprik local, Sumraj, who happened to be a bit camera shy, bless him. Within no time, we found ourselves on the outskirts of the Aprik village, and boy was it something else. No, this place is absolutely stunning. I don't think any words can describe how amazing it is. It's a shame that, every single house actually got damaged by the earthquakes, so it's quite sad, but the people are really happy, so they're coping well. Okay, so this is without a doubt the most beautiful place I've ever visited in my life. So this village is spread out across the valley, which is surrounded by a bunch of small mountains, and it's a sight. So if you ever have the experience or opportunity to come to Gorkha or to Nepal, be sure to check out the Aprik village. It's the most beautiful place I've ever seen in my life. Isn't it? Raj was hesitant to back my claim because his home village of Manbu, where next week's vlog will be based, was equally as stunning. But while walking through this fairy tale-like village, I simply couldn't comprehend how such a beautiful place could be victim of such a devastating disaster.
The Gorkha, as you see, it was epicenter, and there was lots of people killed. Most of the houses, you can even say 98% houses are damaged and destroyed, and almost all the schools are destroyed by the earthquake. Then at the very beginning, obviously, rather than rebuilding at the very beginning, so we're doing a lot of relief work, like giving them the food and supplying the shelters to where they can build their temporary shelter to stay. And we were very busy at that time, and the transportation, all this thing was very tough at that time, because right after the earthquake there was a big monsoon, so yeah.
Before going to the festival, I planned to meet with Jeevan Gurung. So what's your name? Aapka naam kya hai?
My name is Jeevan Gurung.
Jeevan Gurung is the newly appointed headmaster and English teacher at the Devi Jal Kumari Secondary School, and he hopes to one day pursue a PhD in education in order to better understand student psychology. I caught him on a holiday, but he kindly agreed to answer a few questions and show me around the school. We met in the yard of the original school, which was completely flattened by the earthquakes and is now acting as a temporary school until the new school is completed. Two lovely Canadian sponsors recently set up a volleyball net that young people can use as a hangout spot to pass time. Their serve still needs a lot of work, but I'm sure they'll get it sorted soon. In celebration of the Buddha's birthday, or Buddha Jayanti, it is Nepali tradition for 2 unmarried girls to dance over the 4-day holiday. After starting to feel dizzy from watching the 2 girls dance in circles, Raj and I decided to treat ourselves to some Nepali momos. After eating, we set off back to the Arubang village. And apologies if the festival seemed a bit tame. It turned out that we were at the family-friendly portion of the evening, and that the real party actually started at night. So we just left the Aprik village via a cool shortcut through the farm that Somraj took us on. But it was an amazing day. The Aprik village is, incredible, and in addition to the full moon, it was also Buddha Jayanti, which means it was the Buddha's birthday today as well, so double the celebrations. And while I was in the village, I also got to meet the headmaster of the school, Jivan Gurung, and it was amazing to chat to him, and I even managed to get some of the chat on camera. So tomorrow I'm going to be popping back with Raj to the village to hand off some books and some clothes and stuff, so it'll be fantastic to see him again. So yeah, no, incredible day. Good fun?
Yes, I'm having so fun.
Hey guys, it's the next morning. We just had breakfast and chilled out with the squad for a bit. But we are now back on the way to the Aprik village to meet with the headmaster to drop off some clothes and some old textbooks. And in terms of books, they sort of vary from old high school textbooks to Archie comics. So it's really just to help bulk up the library a bit. So if you have any, textbooks or any sort of books that you don't use anymore, be sure to get them all together, pack them up and send them off to someone that might read them. It's really helpful. As soon as we reached the school, I realised that what I thought would be a simple drop and go turned out to be a full-on ceremony, attended by over 20 locals, including the chairman of the school, Mr. Tikaram Gurung. They first surrounded the staff room to watch me get blessed in true Nepali fashion. So these are different type of comic books. Comics.
Oh,
So they're very short stories. And short stories and easy English for speaking, for very simple language. So this will help with speaking. Then we've also got. Before we left, Jivan invited us to his house for some rakshi and bread, and also made sure we joined him for a full-on Nepali lunch of dal bhat.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you, friends.